All right. Are you guys ready for some poetry?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. All right. I've come to realize that I'm not made of stardust, but rather just good old flesh and bones, that and well-intentioned, though flawed parenting, wound tight around the darkness that I carry like genetics passed on from my mother and all the women that came before her. Though I suppose I'm luckier to be born in a generation that's unlearning the cinched corsets, taking away the wire brassiere, but the marks of its stains. It clings in the way I still curve my shoulders inward and smile instead of disagreeing. I find myself constantly frustrated, feeling like I take too much and too little space all at once. How does the quiet get heard on a planet of 7 billion, all craving to be seen? I do not know. Although I suppose that's why some of us write poetry, or sing, or dance, make art, saying, here's my heart, and I'm alive, and it's beating a tune. Do you feel it too sometimes? I haven't quite mastered that voice yet. My body isn't invisible, but it is oriental, and with my soft voice it becomes translucent, and I don't like the way my edges soften, because try as hard as I might, I'm not made of starlight, and I might slip through the cracks if I do not know. Maybe it might be easier in my daughter's turn, but I shall make do, for I'm made of rough, sharp things that are dark and ugly and will make your hands bleed. If not handled carefully, a mixed bag of things stained with my own history and the footprints of careless tourists that fail to notice despite their brief visits. Some of us reside in my temple permanently. And the visitors, they leave eventually when they realize in the pitch black of the night I'm not made of starlight, but rather broken glass that shines like diamonds in certain lights. Someone told me that, girl, you've got to stop asking for permission, that for the world to listen and worship you, you've got to make a monument of yourself first. And I'm trying so hard to worship the goddess within me, but how do I prop her back up when she'd been trampled down so many times I can barely see her silhouette? And I know that if you look far enough, you'd find that I sparkle, that I can be magnetic and regal and beautiful, that I look almost like the answer, but I'm standing so close to the mirror. I don't have the privilege of liking myself occasionally. I wish I can tell you now that I know how to worship the goddess within me, even when the shards of glass on glitter like diamonds that are made of my parents' love, though rough and tough at times, is enough to sedate the brokenness that lurks in my chest. But alas, I'm made of broken glass and not stardust, just flesh and bones, and they all feel too wary